Because I was taking note for the memory thing.
Tom Green actually was a little bit funny at one point.
Oh,
because
God.
someone said to him, "Are you filming this themselves?" And
Oh,
he was
yeah.
like, "Yeah, you would have thought CBS would send a crew."
Oh, yeah.
It's like being shady.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that was the kind of funny, actually. I did sort of laugh at some of the things he said.
I thought this was not something I would expect US Big Brother to do.
I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it. That was it.
That was it. Can we take a break before we open the emails, please?
Yeah.
And I've also got a couple of other points to raise.
Oh, okay. Stay tuned.
On the agenda.
Stay tuned.
Now, we're shortly going to open... I think I waited for that to start and that one's already started recording. No, we're shortly going to open our emails, but I wanted to talk about the international Big Brother news of the week.
Oh, yes. Do you
remember? If you just realise what it is?
Is it about Big Brother Australia?
Yeah, it is about Big Brother Australia. Did we talk about this last week? I don't think we did, right?
I'm not sure.
So...
Because we were smashed.
Quite the contrast to this week. The news came out that the new Big Brother Australia house is like being constructed in the old Olympic Park
of
Sydney.
Know that.
It is, yeah. So there were some aerial shots, and then we got tagged in a tweet literally when we were podcasting last week, which said Caitlyn Jenner's going to be in it.
Is she really though?
I mean,
Big Brother Australia.
But it sounds possible. She did I'm a Celebrity over here.
But she's got loads of money. Yeah, that's true. But I just think these people are so rich. Why would they bother? Unless she's bored or something.
Just for fun? Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Why not?
I guess.
Anyway, the other person that was supposed to be going in and who we heard was quarantining in a hotel was Katie Hopkins, who has been on our Celebrity Big Brother. I can't remember what year, but ages ago.
When Perez was on it. And came second in that series of Big Brother. And was my personal favourite in that series of Big Brother. Don't say that out loud.
But you know what? I had to go back and find my own tweet where I said that I wanted her to win. Because
Did you delete it?
No, I retweeted it and said, you know, how times change. Like, I kind of found her quite entertaining in that series.
She was entertaining, yeah. And she would have been entertaining in Big Brother Australia as well.
Would she, though? Because, well, I think...
She would.
I think she's got a lot more dangerous.
She's an evil cunt, but that is also entertaining.
But Big Brother Australia, knowing what we know from how they make the show, they don't really put much conversation that people have in the edit. So I feel like
it's got to be a completely different format for the VIP one.
Oh, do you think so?
I can't see Katie
Hopkins hanging off of a rope.
Caitlyn Jenner. Actually, Caitlyn Jenner could do it because she used to be an Olympic athlete. But you know
about that. What sport was it?
I can't remember actually. Was it running or something?
I don't know.
You know me in sport. We don't jive. Jive. We do jive. Yeah, it's got to be a different format. I can't see the celebs, especially if it's older people, doing that shit. I just can't see it. And
Auntie Garth could, hang off a ledge with the best of them, or whatever it was.
And you do want to hear their stories, so you've got to put some time in for that.
What did you think about the thought process of production to cast Katie Hopkins now on Big Brother? Misguided?
Well,
terrible? Deplorable?
Maybe they didn't know, like we didn't know about Tila Tequila. Yeah, I mean, Katie Hopkins not even on Twitter anymore because of her deplorable views.
Yeah, banned from Twitter now.
I mean, yeah, it's a bit like giving, putting Alex Jones on there, talking about Sandy Hook. Do you know what I mean? You don't want these...
Who's Alex Jones?
He's a massive conspiracy theorist guy. He said Sandy Hook didn't happen as well. But yeah, I heard Katie Hopkins was in Trafalgar Square with David Icke shouting about COVID being a hoax as well.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is the whole point of why she hit the headlines, because she was in the hotel quarantine and she was refusing to she's made out like she was refusing to abide by the rules, which were when someone brings food to your room, you have to wait 30 seconds to open the door so that the staff member can go. And Australia right now are still having lockdowns. They've got it quite bad
at the moment, haven't they?
See, I don't know if compared to us they have, but I feel like they take it more seriously and they take the measures before.
Fucking hell, we took it pretty fucking seriously.
Yeah, but we let a lot of people die before we actually did much about it. Whereas I think Australia are when the numbers start to rise even a little bit, they put lockdowns in place. So yeah, Katie Hopkins had tweeted or something. Not tweeted because she can't tweet. I think there's some sort of like controversial views network that she's on.
Oh yeah.
She like posted something, or it was YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
Saying, "Oh yeah, I tried to run to the door naked and catch the person before they've left,
imagine.
and like open the door without a mask on." And to be honest, that was probably just a whole crock of shit she was
Yeah,
talking.
she's just talking shit.
But the news broke, and then Australians were outraged that she'd actually been allowed to fly into Australia, given that a lot of Australians around the world currently can't go home.
Yeah.
So, like, who's let her in?
Yeah.
Well, Big Brother has.
Yeah.
Who
Big
comes
Brother
home?
has.
Big Brother decides.
Yeah. Hello, Katie. Welcome to Australia. Did you see the clip of the Prime Minister go, or the Deputy Prime Minister, I think it was, going, I wasn't afraid to kick Johnny Depp out, and I'm not afraid to kick Katie Hopkins out.
Yeah, wasn't it Johnny Depp's dog, I think he mentioned. Yeah.
That's my kind of guy.
Yeah, and actually, she's been deported. Did you know that?
Good.
And Endemol released a statement saying that she's not going to be she's not taking part in the show.
Good.
But what they didn't say was she's not taking part in the show anymore, which I think is the whole unaddressed issue. Is like you need to take responsibility for basically casting a white supremacist on a celebrity reality show.
Yeah, and an anti-COVID person in the middle of a pandemic, and also she's a complete racist.
Yeah,
and said that.
Migrants are like
cockroaches. Like children dying in the fucking channel trying to get over here. She said they were like cockroaches, so fuck her.
Do you know what? I looked back, so I was like thinking about how I feel about Katie Hopkins now compared to how I felt about her then.
Yeah.
Because I honestly back then believed like she
was playing it up.
She probably said like she'd already done the This Morning thing about fat kids or whatever, and that was like probably the worst she'd said, or made some comments about ginger people.
Yeah.
But it's interesting how like it starts at that. And I was like, oh, she just says that stuff because she wants to make headlines.
Attention, yeah.
And she's basically an attention whore.
Yeah.
And she'll get it.
And she's making money from it.
Yeah, and she'll get it by any means she can. And then I found out during that Celebrity Big Brother over here that she'd tried to be on Big Brother 1 back in the past. And she was actually a guinea pig housemate for the first Big Brother house.
Because she got made famous by The Apprentice, didn't she?
Yeah,
so
and
she's
obviously Big Brother didn't work, and then she did The Apprentice, but then she dropped out. She wasn't actually wanting the job. So she obviously just wanted fame.
Yeah.
And then I remember thinking like, oh, she's very like consciously making headlines, and this, I kind of I'm behind that because it's good entertainment. But then she came second on Celebrity Big Brother. Yeah. And only like 3 months later was suddenly comparing migrants to cockroaches. And I just thought perhaps that platform and that level of public approval
exacerbated it.
Because of course in our version it's a popularity contest, it was all by public vote. Perhaps that boosted her, and perhaps that is why it's dangerous to put people with these views on TV.
Yeah, you're right. And also there are a lot of people who do share those abhorrent views that she has.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at the reaction to the football and shit like that. Like, there's a lot of people out there who, and these anti-COVID people, there's fucking hundreds, thousands of them out there. So
anti-COVID,
it is like,
deniers,
yeah. Hold on, I'm anti-COVID. It is an interesting debate. Do you platform people, or do you sort of give them enough rope to hang themselves? I was talking with Jack actually about that. Do you remember that Nick Griffin guy? He used to run I forget
English
what party it
Defence
was.
League
The National Front, not the National Front.
Basically
anyway,
it
was and he used to be on TV all the time, and you just don't see him on TV anymore.
What about Little Mix? Is that him?
I don't know. He had like one eye, like a creepy fucker. Anyway, he used to be everywhere. He was like Nigel Farage, but worse, and he was fucking everywhere. And then he's just gone. And there is something to be said for like when they do have like Nigel Farage on telly, or they have. I do just think why?
Give them the platform?
Yeah, just
especially when it's a show like This Morning or whatever.
Yeah, just let them spout off on their YouTube channels and whatever. Like, don't let idiots think it's right what they're saying. But I do think it is a slippery slope as well to deplatform people, but
because cancel culture and sort of like stifles freedom of speech or what?
Yeah, you've got to draw the line somewhere, but then who decides who draws the line? It's it's tricky.
Big Brother decides.
Because what's acceptable to us might we say. We've said things on the podcast every week probably that some people will be like, oh my god, I can't believe they said that. And it's just, it's our age and we've had a drink. But do you know what I mean? It's very difficult. There's free speech and
because free speech is policed, and then that like riles the sort of like people on the wrong side of any debate. Like, why can't I have my view and say what we think is the wrong thing, but they want to say it because that's what free speech is supposed to be.
Yeah, it's very difficult. But yeah, I think it's the right decision to not have her on there. Although I do think she would have been good TV.
But I was like thinking, I can't see a place for Katie Hopkins, like her discussion and her views ever making it into the edit of Big Brother Australia. So what would you have her there for?
No, exactly. Yeah,
unless,
I don't get it.
You're right, unless it is an entirely different format and version of the show.
Yeah, unless they just wanted to have rows with people.
But she doesn't really, in Big Brother anyway, apart from Perez, like she didn't really have rows with people. I don't remember even particularly sharing any controversial views in that. She just kind of like got on with it. She
rowed with Perez quite a lot.
Yeah, but that was different. Perez was quite irritating.
Just a bit. The most irritating people on the planet.
I suppose what I just thought was weird is like within Endemol as a company, they've obviously gone like, oh, we know she's open to doing this.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know who signed off the discussion where it was like, yeah, we'll bring her over. It just sounds like such a misguided decision. But perhaps that's really how out of the loop Australia is.
Yeah, fucking hell. Australia, get with the programme.
But anyway, now she's been deported and we're not going to get that. So imagine being Kate Hopkins and actually thinking you're going to go over to Big Brother Australia, saying some stupid shit on the internet and then getting sent home again.
Serves her right.
I hope she don't get any pay.
Oh, she won't. And I don't know how she's even going to make money at all these days anymore. Is she? Don't they have on like on Fox News and shit like that in America and stuff?
She's probably on that new news channel that got no views apparently. Did you hear that?
Got what? No views at all?
0 views,
Oh, wow. Even BB on Blast gets a few listens. Have you heard any rumours of anyone else who's going on BB Oz?
No, only Caitlin and Katie.
Well, my friend Nikki texted me and said, can you let me know when Big Brother Australia celebrity's on? Cause
Kylie might be on it.
Lol. Because someone from Married at First Sight is on it who she really likes. So
not Mary's daughter.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, so she was like, oh, me and my friends want to watch it, so.
Ugh.
And she might be good TV.
Well, she might be, but I don't want that sort of like interconnecting housemate business going on.
No, I don't care as long as it's good TV.
And the other thing I was going to say was that Brian Dowling, winner of Big Brother 2, was posting about it being 20 years since he won Big Brother.
I saw his cake.
Yeah, Alfie put it in a group chat. And then I went and looked at his stories and he was talking about like how it was such a different time back then and people going on Love Island now, like they have to contend with social media, and he was like, we didn't have any of that. He was like, nothing. He's like, people didn't even have camera phones. Like camera phones wasn't a thing. Like I was thinking, yeah, you have to go out with the digital camera. Like, those are different times.
Yeah.
And then he goes, oh, I get asked this a lot. Who am I in touch with anyone from my series of Big Brother?
Yeah.
And he went, the answer is no, I'm not.
Apart
from, he said he was recently having a conversation with Helen, who was obviously his fellow finalist. And he was like, so I suppose, like, you know, I could be in contact with other people as well. It's like, it is possible, but like right now, no. He goes, he's like, basically it's a bit like work or school or whatever.
Yeah,
you just
you move on. Yeah, that's fair enough.
And he said he's also not in touch with anyone from Ultimate Big Brother either.
Oh, well, I'm not surprised. Especially with celebrities. They, go off and do their own thing, don't they?
Yeah.
Celebrities is pushing it, isn't it?
So, yeah, that was... that made me feel very old, actually.
That's good that he's still mentioning Big Brother and stuff, because, it probably left him...
a bit of a bad...
Oh.
Go on.
Yeah, it probably left him with a bit of a bad taste in his mouth
for
everything that happened to him.
Yeah, with that cake sweetened that right up. Do you want to...
Hey, Tal!
Do you want to read our emails?
Oh, no, you can.
No, that's what I mean.
Yes, I forgot about them.
Do you want to tell them how to get in touch?
Email us at bbonblastpod@gmail.com.
Oh, there's a new email coming in as well while we've been...
Oh, yeah, because I did a tweet. So that must have... Hey, Tally!
Well, it's the usual suspects, but... late across the line there, Laurie. But I don't... Correct me if I'm wrong, but... Okay, this person says they're back again, but I don't remember their name.
Nah.
Liam?
Oh, yeah, a couple of weeks ago, I think. Or last week.
long time listener.
Last week,
First
that's
time,
because you were so drunk.
first time emailer.
Yeah, because you were so drunk. That's why you don't remember.
Okay. Hi guys, I'm back again. Oh, good
Okay.
to see you again. Wondered where you've got to already.
Ah.